Today on Lazer Update, we take a look into OCC's Fire Protection Technology program with Ali Elkins.
We'll also dive into Media Day, where high school students get to check out OCC's broadcast media communications equipment. All that and more in the next 20 minutes. Good afternoon and welcome to Lazer Update. I'm Dante Casella.
And I'm Kyle Goff. Well, next week is officially the last week of the semester. Time sure flies here on the Hill.
For those of you graduating this year, commencement will be held on May 20th. Doors open at 9:30, so get there before the ceremony starts at 11 a.m. You can enter through the side doors of Allen Hall near the Student Center.
Make sure you show up to the ceremony in full graduation attire. You can buy your cap and gown at the bookstore in Whitney Atrium. Any extra accessories for your cap and gown will be available for pickup at the bookstore starting May 8th.
Earlier in the semester, the Health and Wellness Club hosted free martial arts lessons in the Allen Hall gym. Students learned Aikido, a very spiritual martial art, from lifelong practitioner Sensei Jonathan Reed, a 6th degree black belt in the art. Dominic Ciccarelli went out to Sensei Reed's dojo to learn more. Here's what he found.
Sixth Dan, Sensei John Reed, is owner and chief instructor of Aikido of CNY and has trained in Aikido for decades. I sat down to ask him about his art, his experience in it, and his involvement in OCC.
I was about 16 years old when I discovered Aikido, and after going in and observing a class, I was hooked. I knew that I wanted to do Aikido, and I've been training ever since. Aikido means harmonizing with energy. On a physical level, we're moving with the attack, never clashing with the energy, utilizing the momentum and force and redirecting it.
Sensei John also taught a small program of classes at OCC earlier this semester, hooking more than a few students. I even gave it a try, and well...
I got an email from the director of the counseling program as part of the OCC Wellness. And they said that there was a need for the students to partake in Aikido. It's been a very positive experience. I've really enjoyed it. The kids are wonderful. They've really been engaged. They really seem to get it. For only having a few classes so far, they're already showing dedication and progress after only a couple of weeks.
Whether it's at OCC or his own dojo, Sensei John stays laser focused for his next Aikido lesson.
If you were one of the students participating in the Aikido program in the gym, check your email for a coupon for 2 free weeks of lessons. Sensei Reed's dojo is located in Jamesville off of East Seneca Turnpike. If you have any questions about the classes offered, visit the school's website at aikidocny.com.
Man, some of those throws did look painful.
Yeah, well, according to Dom, they're actually not so bad if you know how to fall properly.
How do you fall properly?
That's a great question.
Fair enough.
But that is a question for the Aikido master.
Fair enough. Moving on, there are many different programs offered here at OCC that give students real-world experience in the fields they enter. One of which is the Fire Protection Technology program, where students learn from real firefighters best ways to put out an inferno. Ali Elkins tells us more.
When the call comes in, first responders must always be ready to handle any emergency situation. The Fire Protection Program at OCC trains aspiring firefighters and EMS on how to react in real time when an incident occurs.
All of our professors are in the fire service. They've been in our shoes, they've gone through the program themselves. They teach us everything we need to know, from cutting up a car in Fire 2 to putting out a fire in Fire 1. They don't just go through the basics, they put you in an actual live fire for training purposes, so you know what it's actually like.
The program has been around for about 40 years, and in that time, about 80% of our graduates have gone on to careers in public safety. So firefighting is obviously a physical, hands-on job. So aside from the classroom instruction they get, our students go up to a local training facility in the town of Camillus. So the students get to use all of the tools and equipment that fire departments use every day in the normal operations.
For the resources that we do have and that we're able to get, their program does a fantastic job with making it as realistic as possible. It made me realize, like, this is the real deal. Like, it's not something that's given to you, it's something that you earn over time.
For Lazer Update, I'm Allie Elkins.
Believe it or not, OCC's fire protection technology degree is one of the best of its kinds in all 50 states. Over 80% of students who earn degrees go on to have jobs in the field of public safety. If you're interested in learning more about the program, check it out online at sunyocc.edu/fire.
Those flames sure look dangerous. I'm glad we have great firefighters for when things like that get out of control.
Yeah, it's good to know they're well trained. Makes me feel a whole lot safer.
Speaking of feeling safe, do you? Morgan Cavanis went around OCC and asked students that very question in a segment we call Pulse of the Campus. Here's what students have to say.
We asked students on OCC campus how they felt about their safety. Here's what they had to say.
For the most part, I feel like on campus, for me, I'm safe. I feel safe. Sometimes it's a little uneasy when I walk around all the time and I don't see a lot of security.
I feel like there's a lot that I don't know. Like, there's a lot of precautions that I would have no idea about. Like, if something serious happened, thinking about it makes me nervous.
I know it's definitely there. Like, you don't see, like, police officers and stuff walking around, but I feel safe.
I feel pretty safe here. I mean, I've never experienced any, safety issues. I remember I lost my car keys one time, and I was able to find them because campus security was able to return them to me. They called me back and found my car keys, so.
And there you have it. That's how students feel about their safety on campus. For Pulse of the Campus, this is Morgan Cavanis, Lazer Update.
Campus security is always here for all students. If you have questions about security, lost and found, or need to file an accident report, you can call the Non-Emergency Security Hotline at 315-498-2478. Before we go to break, here's a list of things you can expect on campus for the next week. Syracuse University will be visiting campus in the Gordon Student Center tomorrow from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Be sure to check it out if you're interested in SU.
Planned Parenthood will be visiting Mulvaney Hall this Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. The table will be right on the right side of the quad.
Next Monday, May 8th, Vera House will be on campus to help students discuss any concerns about issues related to violence, abuse, or unhealthy relationships. They'll be in Gordon Student Center from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m.
Well, I chose OCC because it allows me to maintain my financial stability. It doesn't break the bank too much, but I still get a very high quality education. And, I can use this to advance my career.
I chose OCC because I found out that they had a really good mechanical engineering program. I also really want to be the first one in my family to go to college.
I chose OCC because my high school worked with Oswego County PTAC to help me get my mechanical technology associate's degree.
The Coulter Library is your place for entertainment. With over 77,000 books, movies, and CDs, there's always something to do. Your place for research help. Trouble with a project? Ask a librarian. Your place for quiet space. Shh. Our first floor is reserved for quiet work only. Your place for IT help. Visit our help desk on the second floor. All this and so much more at the Coulter Library. Open 7 days a week. For more information, visit sunyocc.edu/library.
Looking to try your hand at performing on stage this Thursday? The final open mic night for the semester held in Marvin and Shoe Recital Hall in Academic 2 from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Bring your singing voice and dancing shoes. It's sure to be a night to remember.
Welcome back to Lazer Update. I'm Dante Casella.
And I'm Kyle Goff. Say, Dante, would you ever do an open mic?
Only if they let me demonstrate my golf swing on stage, so probably not. On to our next story.
The Office of Residence Life welcomed a new face recently by the name of Darnell Pierce. Darnell is eager to engage with both commuters and students living in the dorms. Charlie Shorey has the story.
Darnell Pierce is the newest member here in Res Life at OCC. Let's sit down and see what he has to say about his experience so far, the roles he holds, and the hopes he has for the upcoming years here on campus.
So my time here at OCC has been pretty great. It's been a lot of listening and learning the culture of OCC. I've done this work for a very long time, but every campus is different. There's no cookie cutter campus, and so I'm learning the ropes, as they say. The impact that I've had at OCC, it's been really short, but I think that people find me approachable. At least I hope that I'm approachable. I've been meeting a lot of different students, and it's been great. I'm known for, maybe not here, but I will be known for doing my ping pong tournaments. I love ping pong. I'm a tennis player. I've been playing forever, but I got into ping pong back in college. Love it. Love it. I'm not super good, but I'm good enough. And residents typically love that. But a good old dodgeball, cornhole, like simple low-hanging fruit. And then there are the other things that if you're not an athlete or you don't care for sports, how do we get the attention of those? Once you're here, how do you make it exciting beyond the classroom? And so those are little things that I'm going to be trying to work on over the next several months.
If you have any questions for Darnell or would like to challenge him in a game, you can find him in Res Life downstairs from the Gordon Cafe.
Darnell Pierce is Assistant Director of Residence Life here on campus. He's friendly, open-minded, and will probably destroy you at ping pong.
Earlier this semester, high school students participated in Media Day here at OCC, where they were able to come in and check out the best parts of our media school here on campus. I was there to see what it was all about. Here's what I found. Students from East Syracuse Manoa High School and Fayetteville Manlius High School came to the main campus at Onondaga Community College to learn what it was like to be a student in the Broadcasting Media Communications Department.
What Media Day is just an event for high school students in the area that are looking at OCC or maybe interested in OCC, an opportunity for them to come up here and see our facilities and colleges in the area. I hear a lot of the news channels always brag about our facilities and how nice they are, and I think it's great for students in the area who want to possibly study here at OCC or maybe in that field.
Students had the opportunity to touch the equipment and learn hands-on what it's like to be in TV classes.
You know, a lot of students want to have hands-on stuff, and a lot of people don't know what they want to do, and sometimes they're trying to figure out, do I want to be general studies? What do I want to study? And when they see the facilities, and it might trigger something, hey, this is something I could do, and it may bring up some interest for them.
This day was meant to show students what it was like to experience the Broadcasting Media Communications Department. Events like Media Day are why so many students decide to start their broadcasting careers here at OCC. With great professors and equipment, you can't go wrong with our BMC degree here on the Hill.
You know, Dante, there's only one thing better than food.
What's that, Kyle?
Free food. Our next segment takes us to OCC's Unity Day, where international food was served to students free of charge. Dominic Ciccarelli takes us there.
As part of the festivities during OCC's Unity Day, free food was served from all over the world. In Mooney Hall, students were served American soul food like chicken tenders, cornbread, and mac and cheese. In the Ferrante Lounge, there was Greek food, chicken and lamb over rice, pita chips, and falafel, all served fresh. And in the Gordon Student Center, Asian food like chicken and veggies served in a sweet sauce. Each food station also had various refreshments to choose from, like fruit punch and citrus water. If you'd like to try all these foods and more, Unity Day happens once every semester, so be sure to catch it to check out the spreads.
Man, did that food look good. What do you think, Dante?
That cornbread looked really good.
It did really look really good. Hey, maybe you can find some during the break.
Maybe. Speaking of which, before we go, here are some updates about our various sports teams here at OCC. The men's lacrosse team pulled out a crushing victory against Hudson Valley Community College last night, winning 33-6. The NJCAA quarterfinals begin this weekend, and the Lazers look to add a 12th trophy to their case.
The women's softball team will go up against Corning Community College on May 3rd at Corning Community College softball field.
On May 4th, the OCC baseball team will take on Broome Community College in our very own baseball stadium. That'll be happening at 2 p.m. Let's go, Lazers!
I like working at Onondaga Community College because it's a smart choice for our students. It's accessible, it's affordable, it's a great place to start a career or an academic journey. Overall, it's a great place to be.
I chose OCC because it allowed me to discover my interests, make connections, and build a clear path for my future.
I like OCC because it's a great place to learn and engage in your community.
Are you tired of spending hundreds of dollars on textbooks you'll only use once? Well, we got the program for you. The Box of Books program allows you to get all of your class resources at a price you can afford. There's a reason why over 75% of all students took advantage of this amazing opportunity. Stop by the Whitney Atrium to visit the bookstore or go to their website at onondagacc.bncollege.com to reserve your box of books now.
Warp into the Mushroom Kingdom with everyone's favorite Italian plumbers. The Super Mario Bros. Movie is still in theaters for a little while longer. Illumination's adaptation of the classic video game series has made over $1 billion at the box office so far. Be sure to check it out before it leaves theaters. Welcome back to Lazer Update. I'm Dante Casella.
And I'm Kyle Goff. We're coming to the end of the episode of Lazer Update, but before we go, we've got one final segment.
One of our favorite segments on the show is called Got Issues, where students talk about a wide range of subjects, from video games and social media to Ticketmaster and electric cars. Almost no topic is off limits.
Today's segment is about the downfall of the mall, hosted by Dominic Ciccarelli. Take it away, Dom.
Thank you very much, Kyle. Hello, everyone. I'm Dominic Ciccarelli, and today on Got Issues, we are discussing the downfall of the mall. With online shopping becoming such a popular and efficient way of buying goods, it seems like malls are becoming less and less popular, losing steam and shutting down left and right. Joining me today are Yuffie Legitimus and Dante Casella to talk about this issue. Thank you very much for joining me. So the first question I'd like to throw to Yuffie is, how often do you find yourself at the mall, at Destiny USA specifically?
I find myself at the mall like every 1 or 2 weeks. I still live with my parents, and during the weekends they often want me to come with them to the mall. As much as I want to stay at home and just do work or game with my pals, I still find myself enjoying my time at the mall.
I'm pretty similar. I find myself there pretty often too. My next question is for Dante here. So do you prefer, when you go to the mall, the shopping part of it or the entertainment side?
Personally, I'm more of an entertainment kind of guy. I normally like to leave all the kind of shopping stuff for clothes and other stuff for the normal retail stores that aren't in a mall. Because the mall, in my opinion, it's where you go to have fun and where it's supposed to be a gathering of a community, really. And entertainment is really a good piece of the mall.
Yeah, especially in that news section. A lot of cool stuff. Yeah. So next question here for Yuffie is going to be, what are your favorite spots? You said you're there a lot, right? Where do you normally go?
Usually when we come to the mall, we first come by the food court to eat. Then after that, I go to the Dave & Buster's with my little brother. He's 10 years old. So we goof about in there. We just have fun there, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I always have a great time at Dave & Buster's too, just playing that dance game. Next question here is for Dante. Do you think that in terms of shopping, because we're not really talking about entertainment here, in terms of shopping, do you think that the mall is overrated now and should going out of style?
Well, it's definitely changed with this new online shopping, but honestly, I think it really comes up to the type of mall. Destiny USA, for example, I think it's still a successful company. They have good stores in there that people can trust and rely on. But at the same time, those stores that are in there, they can have their own building. They can, be more closer to home compared to being in a mall.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. So when we come back, our discussion continues right here on Got Issues.
Well, I chose OCC because it allows me to maintain my financial stability. It doesn't break the bank too much, but I still get a very high quality education. And, I can use this to advance my career.
I chose OCC because I found out that they had a really good mechanical engineering program. I also really want to be the first one in my family to go to college.
I chose OCC because my high school worked with Oswego County PTAC to help.
Welcome back. Dominic Ciccarelli here again. I'm with Yuffie and Dante. We've been talking about the downfall of the mall, and let's continue. So I'm going to go to Yuffie here for this question. Does the rising crime rate in the mall, how does it make you feel about going?
Honestly, it makes me feel a bit insecure because, you're there to enjoy, your time there, whether it be friends or family. And it's one day you're coming down through the food court and there's 20 people rushing out the door. That's that's worrisome. I'm worried about that.
Yeah, it can be quite scary hearing all these crazy stories coming out of the mall. But, you know, you want to be there for fun times. And then next question here to Dante. What can Destiny do to stop itself from becoming the next Great Northern Mall and shutting down and becoming a ghost town?
Well, they've been doing great with rotating and keeping in the good stores that are in there that brings people back. But at the same time, I think they got to, if possible, add more security to it. Because obviously, personally, it's one of the biggest issues of going to the mall. You know, you think, oh, it's a great community place to go to and, you know, someplace to have fun. But all these kind of crimes and stuff can definitely change your perspective of that, and it's scary.
Absolutely, yeah. That was going to be my next question, actually, is what can be done about the crime? And I'll ask Yuffie, what can be done about the crime? Do you agree with Dante?
Yeah, I think more security would be a good idea for that. I mean, at the mall recently, they've like added this new rule where you have to be over a certain age to go there by yourself, and you need to have like, you know, if you're younger, below that age, you need to be accompanied by like a chaperone. So, yeah, maybe more security would be a better idea for that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think security definitely needs to be running around that mall rampant, just making sure everything is a lot safer. So that's on the side of crime and keeping everybody safe. But let's have some fun with this. Dante, what could the mall add to keep it from shutting down and becoming a ghost town? What kind of cool entertainment things do you want to see added to Destiny?
Well, before I go on to say about what should they add, they just added Get Air there, and I think that was huge for them. It's relatively new. But what can they add? Personally, as a golfer, I would maybe, I don't know, have something. I know a couple of years ago we had simulations or simulators that people could hit into. Then they took it away. And personally, and this is a big golfing community, Syracuse, I think they would benefit something from that. Yeah, Dick's has a golf section, but it's different.
Yeah, no, that would be kind of cool. So I'd like to thank my guests, Yuffie and Dante, for joining us for this talk. I hope you've enjoyed watching. I'm Dominic Ciccarelli, and that's Got Issues.
Am I seeing things? Was that you in there?
Yeah. Who else would it be? You know?
Did you get a new haircut or something? Looks good.
Do you like it? At least?
Yeah, I love it. It's a good look.
Thank you. Well, I believe we've come to the end of our show.
And what a show it was. We met a martial artist, learned about fire protection, and worked up an appetite for free food.
Be sure to like us on Facebook and Instagram at Onondaga's Campus Connection. That's it for today's Lazer Update. Until next time, I'm Dante Casella.
And I'm Kyle Goff. Have a great day, everyone.